Welcome back to this already the final segment of today's Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price. Do want to mention real quickly, today's show brought to you in part by CAOOY Execution and the DB Law Firm, as well as Carlton Staffing. Kind of an interesting phenomenon over there happening at Twitter at Kevin Price Live, getting some questions that are business and money and even politics related. And I want to address a couple of those. Shannon Dempsey 8 asked if you had $50,000 to invest, what would you invest it in? It really depended a lot on what your current financial situation is. You know, I'm talking to a lot of people that are employees and they come across extra money. I keep on thinking that it may be wise to do something that either creates an additional source of continuous revenue stream, like an investment in the real estate arena or something like that. So many of the things out there are so dicey in which to invest in today. And so I express a lot of caution. But thinking in terms of replacing your income in case you lose your job seems to me to make a lot of sense. But again, it depends a lot on the dynamics. 50 grand, really not a huge amount to work with, but you can do a lot still with 50 grand. I know whole businesses that got started. I had a very successful insurance practice many years ago that started with less than 2,000 grand. And in a few months, I was making more money than I ever made in my entire life. And so it's amazing what you can do with it. A lot of it depends upon your objectives, your goals, that type of things. Dogman088 asked this question: does Biden have a chance against Clinton and Sanders if he enters the race? I think it's almost too late, to be perfectly honest with you. It is so late in the game. So it all depends upon ground game. And both Sanders and Clinton have very elaborate ground organizations in Iowa and in New Hampshire. And it's getting kind of late to jump into this game. And so the jury is out on that. All the pressure, 2 weeks ago, all the pressure was on Biden to run by Democrats. Now all the pressure is for him not to run. Over 53% of Democrats polled said they do not want Biden to run. And the reason why is it's going to mess up the situation. Will he run or will he not run? I think he's going to end up running, because if he doesn't run now, when will he run? And the guy's been politically ambitious to be president since the 1980s when he ran the very first time. And so I don't think he's got it out of his system. He's the sitting vice president of the United States. But we'll have to wait and see. If you want to ask me a question, I'd love to receive it. Go ahead and Twitter it at Kevin Price Live. That's Kevin Price Live. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Spend it wisely on this station.